Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we're going to talk about something really interesting. In today's video we're going to talk about how to increase your grade with a topic which you are struggling with, or with a subject which you are struggling with. Now I know a lot of students has a particular subject or particular topic which they find really frustrating and really hard to understand, even though they try as much as possible to really understand that topic. And I have been there a lot of time. I have actually experienced it, and I know how frustrating and really daunting it can be when you are trying to understand this particular subject and it's really giving you a problem. It was really worse for me because my subject I had, one of the my biggest problem was actually biology, and I was really aspiring to become a medical student, and I knew that if I don't know biology, then it's really bad for me. It's really bad for my subject, and I really needed to know biology. But still, yet, even when I was trying to give more attention to biology, it was still looking like really difficult. And today I'm actually going to give you some tips that I actually use to overcome those subjects and to overcome those fears and make biology one of my best subjects in the school. So stay tuned guys, let's dive right in. The first tip I'm going to give you is to change your mindset. Now, one of the biggest reasons why a lot of students find different topic or particular topic really difficult is because of the mindset that they actually have for that particular topic. Now, I remember when I was actually studying physics, chemistry, I was really interested in topic. I really felt had that mindset that it was really easy, even when most people were like, "How would you say physics easy than biology?" Whereas they actually love biology more than physics. But actually, like it was the mindset they were actually giving to biology. It was the mindset they actually giving to that particular topic. It could be mathematics, it could be physics, it could be chemistry. Now, whenever you associate a negative mindset to a particular subject, then that subject becomes really difficult to you automatically. You don't. There is no way you can actually go around it. Now, whenever you have a bad mindset or a negative thought about a particular topic, then it automatically becomes really difficult to you. Because whenever I open biology, one thing that actually goes through my head is terminologies, the big words, the big terms, and there were just so many things that I felt like this was actually wrong. I was always trying to look for the bad side of the biology, and I was never always contented with the good side. Even when I was like, okay, maybe this thing is good, but my brain just portrayed an information that it was like biology is one of the hardest subjects to actually understand. What I'm going to give you is to create a study schedule that actually works best for you. Now, I've made a tons of video on how to create a study schedule, and if you want to watch it, you can watch it right here. And I'll also link it in the description box below. Now, when I talk about creating a study schedule, one thing you actually want to put in account to this is that you want to allocate more time to that topic that you feel like, or to that topic that you feel like you're not good at, or the topic that you feel like you're struggling with. Now, if you actually give it 1 hour to every subject, then I think that subject that you feel like you're not good at, you should give it at least an hour 30 minutes or an hour 40 minutes or 2 hours. Always try to allocate time to subjects that you feel like is more difficult to you and give it longer time, because the truth is that you will have more rest with that subject. If you actually love reading physics, then you notice that you have very little rest. But when you love reading biology or mathematics or whatever subject, then you notice that you actually want to have more rest. So always try to allocate time for it, because another reason why you should allocate time is because whenever you allocate time to a particular subject, it makes you understand that subject rather than just skimming through that subject. So you actually want to understand that subject rather than just reading the whole textbook on its own. So always try to create time that you could that is way longer for or more than any other subject. Now the next thing you want to do, which would really help you, is to create a study group. Now, creating a study group really helped me because I had a lot of friends who were really good in biology, and okay, I was like, okay, why don't we just create a study group? And I would actually just sit with them, ask them questions. Whenever I go home and I don't really understand, and I don't really understand a particular subject, I could just bring it back to them and, hey guys, you can just actually let me explain this concept. And one thing I noticed was that I was really understanding this subject because it was more engaging and it was more entertaining, because we were just like sharing tips, sharing idea, bringing difficult questions, whatever we don't really understand, we'll bring it to the table and we'll actually help each other out. Now I remember we actually had a WhatsApp group where we could actually share questions. If you're feeling doubt about something, and you could just drop it in the WhatsApp group, and someone who was really good at that subject could just help you answer those questions. Now this was one of the ways that I actually used to increase my chance of understanding biology, because yes, I had a lot of people. Yes, I was good in physics. Yes, I was good in chemistry, but I had major problem in biology, and I had friends who were really good in biology. So always try to create a study group with those set of people. Now, I'm not really saying you shouldn't hang out with your other friends. Yes, you could hang out with your other friends. We have your casual friends and you could have your study group friends. So those are the group friends, you know their boundaries. The casual friends, you know their boundaries. You should just have time whereby you just want to go to group with people who would really positively impact you and really make you understand that particular subject. Detailed notes. Now, this is really, really important, and this is one of the things that really helped me a lot because one thing I notice about students when they hate a particular topic or whenever they're struggling with a particular topic is that they always try to learn everything from the textbook, which is one of my problems. I was always trying to learn every single sentence, every single statement in a textbook, and it really, really made that subject hard for me and difficult for me. Now, one thing that I did was I had a separate book which was actually my summary book. Now, what I did was whenever I read a particular subject and I feel like okay, I can actually break down this explanation they give to me in a more simpler term, then I will just use it to just write it in my summary book. And I know that this really helped me because I wasn't really having to open my textbook frequently because I knew that that was one of the reasons why I was just scared about it because I had a huge textbook and I was always like, how am I going to finish this textbook? But when I had my summary book, I was just able to pick up my summary book and just skim through it and still understand that subject from beginning to the end. So don't always try to follow everything from A to Z in a particular textbook. You know, you can actually have your own definition of something as long as you understand that topic. That is actually what is more important. You don't always have to follow that textbook from beginning to the end. Now, if you could have a summary book, you could write things that you understand from that particular topic, then go to the summary book. And that is actually one of the things that actually helped me to make biology more engaging and more fun. I want to give you guys is to ask for help from your teachers. Now, this is one thing that really, really helped me understand biology. Although when I was in secondary school, I was really, really scared of asking help from my teachers because I was always like, what if they ask me some question I couldn't answer and they get mad at me and they like flog me and stuff like that. I was always scared of asking questions. But later on, when I started applying for when I wanted to write my first jam, I started noticing that I was actually more open to my teachers and I was asking them questions and one of my teachers, which was my biology teacher at that time, was really, really, really good at biology. And he was the one who made me understand biology, in fact, from the beginning to the end. And I really, really enjoyed studying biology because whenever I had questions, whenever I had things that I didn't really understand, I would just come up to him and I'm like, Mr. Rashid, can you help me explain this topic? And he'd be like, okay, if we, we'll go to this topic and we really, really understand this topic. And I feel like this students should actually implement this. Students should actually use this more often because this how the role of a teacher to help you when you don't understand. I think that's the role of every teacher to actually help you when you don't actually understand the topic. So don't be scared to actually meet your teachers. It could be your guardian if they're actually good at biology or whatever topic that you have problem with. You could actually meet them and like talk to them that okay, I don't really understand this topic and let them explain because truth is, yes, some textbooks are really fundamental, but they still have some advanced level that you actually need people to actually help you explain because you won't actually understand it yourself. So always try to meet people, your teachers, and ask for help and ask for guidance. If it is something that are teaching in class that you don't understand, then ask questions during class. Ask questions. Bring any idea that you feel like it's confusing to you and tailor it and just spread it out so that they help you understand this topic. And if it is not something that they are actually teaching in class, you can meet them for one-on-one session. Tell them that okay, I don't want you to understand this subject. Can you explain this subject to me? And trust me, they will do so. Yes, some of them might be really strict. Like I had a lot of teachers who were really strict in my secondary school days, and they didn't really explain it to me. But I feel like 90% or 80% of the teachers will actually do so. So always try to ask for help from teachers, ask for help from your friends, ask for help from your guardians, from parents, from anyone that you feel like is really good at that particular subject that you're having problem with. One bonus tip which I think is really, really, really crucial and one of the most important things that you must use, and it's one of the reason why a lot of students have problem with a particular subject, and that it is to read a simpler textbook. Now, this is one thing that I did during my secondary school, and I had a lot of problem with it because I was always trying to read subjects that were way higher than me. I was actually in secondary school, or sorry, I was actually trying to write my jam, and I was reading subjects from 300 level, 400 level questions, and it was really frustrating because that was where I saw all those those huge words, those terminology that I was really confused about. Now, yes, we still have some technology even in the low standard, but I feel like once you are able to understand those basics, then the advanced won't be really hard for you. So if you're trying to study something and you don't start with the basic and you start with the advanced, trust me, you hate that subject totally. Then I had like a huge textbook for university, and I was like, okay, if I study this textbook now, then when I get to university, then I won't really have to study that subject. And I think that's a lie. That's a really, really huge lie and bit of help. Now, try to understand the fundamental first before understanding the advanced, because if you don't understand the fundamental, then I promise that automatically you will not understand the advanced. And once you don't understand this particular subject, you start feeling like the subject isn't for you, like it's difficult, and you start having this negative feedback. So always try to understand the fundamental first before going to the advanced. Tips on how to deal with a subject that you're actually struggling with. Yes, I know it can be really difficult and it can be really hard, because I actually passed through it and a lot of students who actually passed through it. And I just feel like you should just be determined, you should just be focused and follow these guidelines that I have actually given you, and trust me guys, you will see a positive change. So guys, if you like my video, please press the like button, subscribe, and if you have any questions, just drop it in the comment section below, and I will actually reply to your question. So with that, we'll see you guys in the next one. Love you.